On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Imprison.
To confine a person to a prison, a detention facility, or a place of involuntary confinement.
Examples:
Imprison illegal immigrant. Imprison myself within the room. He was imprisoned for embezzlement.
Screwdriver.
A tool used for turning screws, typically consisting of a handle and a metal rod with a flattened tip that fits into the slot on the head of a screw, a popular cocktail made with vodka and orange juice.
Examples:
Open the can with a screwdriver. Electric screwdriver. I need a flathead screwdriver to tighten the loose screws on this cabinet.
Parisian.
Of or from Paris, France, characteristic of Paris or its inhabitants.
Examples:
Parisian celebrity. Parisian accent. The Parisian cafe had a charming atmosphere.
Whirlwind.
A very strong wind that moves rapidly in circles and causes a lot of damage.
Examples:
Economic whirlwind. Whirlwind of events. We went on a whirlwind visit to the sightseeing spot.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Pacifist.
A person who believes in pacifism, which is the opposition to war and violence as a means of resolving conflicts.
Examples:
Pacifist party. Uphold pacifist principles. The pacifist group organized a peaceful demonstration to protest the war.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Devastation.
The act of causing great destruction or damage, often on a large scale.
Examples:
Financial devastation. Devastation to life. The economic recession caused devastation in the housing market, with many people losing their homes.
Sideline.
A secondary or less significant job, interest, or activity, a line on the side of a sports field that players must stay behind. Verb, to remove someone from their position or role, often temporarily or as a result of a setback or failure.
Examples:
Sideline reporter. Lucrative sideline. The coach benched the star player after he broke a team rule, leaving him on the sideline for the entire game.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Sabotage.
The deliberate and malicious damage, destruction, or disruption of equipment, machinery, or other property, often by someone with a particular agenda or motive. The subversion of an organization or institution by secret agents or spies.
Examples:
Active sabotage. Sabotage mission. The sabotage of the factory's equipment caused significant damage.
Fluent.
Able to communicate in a specific language smoothly or effectively, or easily.
Examples:
Fluent Chinese. In a fluent tone. She learned 5 languages, but is only fluent in 2 of them.
Lug.
To carry or drag something with effort, to pull something along with a sudden or jerky motion.
Examples:
Lug a hose. Lug my son into a room. He had to lug the heavy suitcase up the stairs.
Conspicuous.
Visible or observable, likely to draw attention.
Examples:
A conspicuous achievement. Conspicuous consumption. Her golden hair was conspicuous in China.
Clandestine.
Done or kept in secret, especially because it is illegal or not allowed.
Examples:
Non-clandestine expenses. A clandestine location. The spy carried out the mission in a clandestine manner.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Espionage.
The practice of spying or gathering confidential information about a country or organization for political or military purposes. The act of obtaining secret or confidential information by means of spies or secret agents.
Examples:
Espionage tactics. Industrial espionage. The cyber espionage operation was the work of a foreign government's army of hackers.
Interrogate.
To examine someone with questions over a lengthy period of time, especially in an aggressive manner.
Examples:
Interrogate an enemy soldier. Interrogated by police. The lawyer spent a considerable time to adequately interrogate the witness.
Pistol.
A handgun, typically one that can be held in one hand.
Examples:
pistol grip, pistol shot. The robbers were armed with pistols and demanded money.
Franc.
The currency used in some countries, including Switzerland, France, and formerly Belgium.
Examples:
franc area, Swiss franc. During the colonial period, several African nations used the franc as their currency due to the influence of France.
Charisma.
A compelling charm or attractiveness that can inspire devotion and admiration from others, often associated with leadership or celebrity status.
Examples:
crowd-pulling charisma, natural charisma. The politician's charisma won over the crowd at the rally.
Jealousy.
A feeling of resentment or bitterness towards someone because they have something that you desire.
Examples:
jealousy feeling towards another person. Burn with jealousy. His jealousy of his brother's success caused a rift in their relationship.
Secrete.
To produce and discharge a substance, such as a hormone or glandular secretion, to conceal or hide something.
Examples:
secrete mucus, secrete enzymes. The glands in the body secrete hormones that regulate various bodily functions.
Loosen.
To make something less tight, firm, or fixed, to free from restraint or constraint, to relax.
Examples:
loosen grip, loosen knot. Please loosen the screws on the back panel so we can access the inside of the machine.
Skylight.
A window or opening in a roof or ceiling that allows natural light to enter a room or space from above.
Examples:
skylight window, dome skylight. The skylight in the room added natural light and a beautiful view of the stars at night.
Captor.
A person who takes someone captive or hostage, often by force or coercion.
Examples:
captor of hostages, animal captor. The prisoner escaped from his captor and ran for his life.
Deprive.
To take away something from someone.
Examples:
deprive others of profit. Deprive him of his status. He was deprived of his freedom when sentenced to life in prison.
Heroic.
Courageous and daring, having or displaying qualities appropriate for legendary figures, that is, courage and daring.
Examples:
a heroic poem. Heroic explorers. The heroic actions of individuals are now easily spread worldwide by SNS.
Pave.
To cover something with a hard, flat material such as stones, bricks, or concrete to make it suitable for travel or use.
Examples:
Pave a new path. Pave a smoother road. They paved the courtyard with bricks, giving it a more polished appearance.